everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about facial bone. And here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of skull showing both cranial bones and facial bone. So let's start our topic of facial bone from the introduction. Facial skeleton is 14 bones, most of which exist in pairs, except for few singular ones. These bones don't just give its face its shape, they also create cavities for eyes, nose, and mouth. They also anchor muscles used in facial expression and mastication. They also house the opening for the respiratory and digestive system, so you can understand the significance of them. Now let's talk about the bones of facial skeleton. These are nasal bone, two maxillary bone, two zygomatic bone, one mandible, two lacrimal bones, two palatine bones, two inferior nasal conchae, and one vomer. So all of these combine to form 14 facial bones of facial skeleton. Now let's talk about them one by one. The first is nasal bone, that are paired bones. Their location is at the bridge of nose. And talking about the function, these small rectangular bones form the upper portion of nose and support the cartilage that shape the lower part. Second facial bone is maxilla, that are also the pair bone, that means there are two bones in every skull. And talking about its location, they are at the upper jaw and central face area. Function, they house the upper teeth, form part of orbits, and contribute to the hard palate and nasal cavity. Each maxilla contains a large air-filled space that are called maxillary sinuses. Next facial bone is zygomatic bone, that are also the pair bone, that means there will be two zygomatic bone in every skull. Location in the cheek area. Function, they form the prominent cheekbone and the outer edge of the orbits. These bones articulate with the temporal bone to create the zygomatic arch. Next facial bone is mandible, that is one bone, that means that is unpaired, and that means that in every skull there will be one mandible. Location, lower jaw. Function, this is the only movable bone of skull. It holds the lower teeth and provides attachment point for muscles involved in chewing and speech. Its feature structure include the mental foramen, coronoid process, and condylar process. Next facial bone is lacrimal bone. There are two in number, that means there will be two bones in every skull, paired bones. Location, they are present inside corner of each eye socket. Function, they are the smallest facial bone. They form part of orbital wall and contain the lacrimal fossa, where tear drain into the nasal cavity. Next facial bone is palatine bone. There are also two in number, that means they are paired bones. Location, rear part of nasal cavity and hard palate. Function, they form the posterior portion of hard palate and contribute to the floor of nasal cavity and part of orbit. Next we have inferior nasal conchae. Their location is lateral wall of nasal cavity. Function, their function is as a curved bone, so they help to increase the surface area and improve airflow, aiding in warming, moistening, and filtering air before it reaches the lung. Next facial bone is vomer, that is single or unpaired bone, that means there will be one bone or one vomer in every skull. Location, midline of nasal cavity. Function, a flat bone that forms the lower portion of nasal septum separating the two nostrils. Now let's talk about summary of whole this lecture video. Facial bones are more than just architecture elements of the human face. They are essential for critical life functioning and sensory experiences. By supporting muscles and shaping the passages of our air, food, and sound, these bones allow us to eat, breathe, and speak, and express a full spectrum of emotion. And this was all about the facial bones. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.